Alrighty then, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? I hope you guys are doing good. I hope you guys are doing great. This is Lucifer here, business and spiritual consultant as always. And if you're wondering what is Lucifer doing on earth, well, let me tell you, he's talking about everything the earth is made of, which is what? Business and spirituality. Of course. Duh. By the way, subscribe to my channel and like and comment, share, subscribe. And if you are a content creator and you would like to either have a debate or you want to question one of my videos or you have an opinion about one of my videos and you are a content creator, please put the hashtag Lucifer Lounge so I can also see it. I'm not just trying to be popular. I want to know what you're saying and I'm interested in what you have to say. If you have something to say, now mind you, if you make a video and everything you say in it is a load of complete flaming garbage, there's a very high probability that I'm not going to answer back. I'm just letting you know. So be on point. When you talk to me, wake the fuck up. Put some water in your face. Go splash some water on your face. Drink a cup of coffee, and then make a video. Don't come make a video saying a whole bunch of stupid shit. Because I'm either gonna clown you until you cry, or I'm just not gonna answer. Period. Now that that's out of the way, by the way, hashtag Lucifer Lounge. How y'all doing? I hope you guys are doing good. I hope you guys are doing great. Like I said, man, this year is going to be a very good year. I know it started off a little bit bumpy, and usually that's a bad sign. But trust me, I'm not an astrologer, but I do follow the stars and stuff and horoscopes and whatnot. That's just not my cup of tea. But there's a part of me that is still connected to that kind of energy. So with that kind of energy, I'm telling you, this year, my dude, it's gonna be a great year, man. Don't worry about it. Girls, children, whatever, everybody. It's gonna be a great year. It's gonna be very exciting. It's gonna be very, very exciting. Pun intended. Okay, I'm sorry. Whatever. Okay, so I have to say there's something going on here, man. With let's keep this going. Let's keep this going, man. There's something going on with people that was on Andrew Tate team. Well, not his team, but they agreed with Andrew Tate. Now I'm starting to notice that some people that agree with Andrew Tate are getting flacked or getting flack or catching some flack. You know, there's Sneeko catching some flack. We know Ross caught some flack. He caught a lot of flack. And now there's just Pearly Things, which is very sad. It's very sad. I kind of like her. I like just Pearly Things. I think she's got a good gumption, So she's a go-getter, a water walker. She walks on water. In business, that's what we call that. People that can handle problems and issues with stride. They're called water walkers. She's a water walker. I can see it. I don't know. I can see it, but I could feel like, I don't know. There's like, she has a water walking energy about her, man. I don't know if that's true or not. I'm just guessing. Yeah, man. So she agreed with Andrew Tate, and now she's getting attacked right, left, and center by a multitude of people on YouTube. Some say it's because of the shit she said, the racist things that she said, the racist things. Everybody's racist. Everybody's always, anyway. They wasn't racist before. They just suddenly became racist later on down the road. Nobody noticed their racism before them blowing up. You know, with all the thousands and quadrillion people that these people know, that these successful YouTube channel, all those people that they know, all of a sudden now they're racist. You know, now they make fun of cancer. You know, hey man, apparently I'm sorry. I don't know. She dated the dude. She dated another YouTuber, and you know, anybody could have told you that that's how it would have ended. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry, man, but anybody could have told you that that shit wasn't gonna last. You know, it's messed up shit. So, people, fans of YouTube, fans of me, be mindful, man. Use your power accordingly. Now, mind you, let me tell you something. If you're listening to this YouTube channel, if you are on this YouTube channel, you are the most blessed people on this planet. Because the truth lives here. This channel is where the truth lives. So if you unavoidably ended up here, it's because you was looking for the truth. If YouTube recommended my channel, it's because you're the kind of person that be looking for the truth. So people here, so not only are you a blessed, and if you're blessed, you see, when I say blessed, you know, that's the little man, the little common man term for power. You know, because I say little common man because the little common man will see their gifts as blessings, and that's it. That means they're not going to act upon it. They're not going to try and see if they can make it stronger. They're not going to try and see if it's an actual power set and it's not just pure luck or miracle. They're not going to look. They're not going to look. They're going to chalk it up to act of God, and that's it. So to me, those are small little people, because they are small. Like, you might have a little bit of power, true, facts, okay, but at the end of the day, you're still a small person because you rely on a philosophy that is completely false. Well, not completely false, but mostly erroneous. 90% erroneous, 75 to 90% erroneous. And this is what you're basing your life off. And you'll never become more out of your own choosing. Because at the end of the day, you're the one that chooses not to. Because there's nothing wrong with asking the person that you worship, can I make this an everyday thing? Yes or no? Is this a thing that I can do all the time? Yes or no? Is this just you doing this, or it's me doing this? Yes or no? You can ask the question. There's nothing wrong with that. If you go to hell, if you tell me God told you he's going to go to hell, you're going to go to hell for asking him a question like that, maybe you should change religion. Maybe you should go see somebody else, because there's nothing wrong with asking a little question like that. It's not a big deal. You know, it's a yes or no answer. You know, just say no. You don't have to send me to hell. Just say no. So the little small people. So the little small people, man, you know, like those people listen to my channel and they end up listening to the truth too. But the reasons why is because you're actually really are chosen. You're not fake chosen. You're not 144 chosen. That's fake chosen. That's bullshit chosen. That's cult pop culture chosen. A real chosen one. It's you know, anyway, real chosen one. if you're here listening to this shit and you understand it and you apply it, then you are a real chosen one. You're not a self-proclaimed fake chosen one. You know, because nobody says that. Nobody says those people are fake, and you can't really be a fake chosen one. It's either you're chosen or you're not. But at the end of the day, it is kind of being fake chosen, because you're not doing your job at finding out more about yourself. You're just, okay, well, this happened. It was the God. I'm gonna go to sleep, smoke a joint, and tomorrow's gonna be another day. That's fake chosen to me. And then you're gonna tell everybody you chosen, you chosen, you chosen. You're not chosen. The God does things when he feels like it with you. You chosen to do what? You chosen for what? What are you chosen to do? You know what I mean? So unless you're a spiritual teacher or something like that, can't really say you chosen, even though a lot of people say they chosen. So you know. So to me, that's fake chosen. So anyways, what was I saying? Where was I going with all this, man? Where was I going with all this, man? But it's a thing. So the reason why I'm saying this is because I want all you real chosen one people that do have power, people that do understand their power, people that have watched my videos and have seen me literally shift reality in their front of their face. I broke the fourth wall. Like, you know what I mean? This channel is a fourth wall breaking channel. You know what I mean? It's what I do. I broke the fourth wall. So anyways, I want you guys to help us out a little bit, man. I want you to put a little bit of thought in us. Because right now it just seems like we're under attack. And not only that, there's not a lot of people on our side. The comment section isn't bumping. The comment section is eating popcorn. The community is eating popcorn. Bro, stop eating popcorn, man. This shit's going on for real. This is facts. Like, this is for real, bro. Like, this ain't a joke, man. Like, stop eating popcorn. What's fucking wrong with you? And the worst part is these same people that sitting there eating popcorn, they're gonna be like, I'm chosen, I'm woke, I'm this and I'm that. You ain't nothing. You ain't nothing, bro. Cause we out here we getting sentenced, we getting jailed, we getting thrown in the hospital, jails, canceled, all that shit. You sitting there telling me you chosen. You sitting me telling me you woke. Stop. 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 So anyways, I want the real people, like I said, man. I need you people to keep us in your thought forms. Keep us in your thought forms, bro. Because you need us, man. We can't disappear, bro. If people like us, if we keep disappearing, okay, maybe all three of us, me, Pearly Things, and Andrew, we disappear. Maybe we get replaced. It's going to take a bit of time before we get replaced. And by that time, well, you know, that's going to make it harder for the three other dudes to fix and mend this situation. Because you know what's going on in the world. The world is all about creating BS, creating craziness and bullshit. So if we disappear, it's only going to be craziness and bullshit until the next three other dudes that's going to fix all the craziness and bullshit arrives. And that could take generations before that happens. You understand what I'm saying? So if I die today, the next time I come back to Earth, it might be fucking Terminator era. I mean, it might be robots and fucking killing humans left and right. That might be my next reincarnation. I don't want to reincarnate in Mad Max era or Terminator 2 era. You know what I mean? You know, I want it to be nice the next time I come around. So anyway, keep us in your thought forms, man. Keep us in your thought forms, man. Just Pearly Things. Look, I don't know. I don't know. But these people, you know, they're regular people, man. Like I'm not a regular person, but Andrew Tate's a regular dude. And when I mean regular, I mean like people that are not in the arcane, people that are not into the arcane. To me, those anybody that's not into the arcane, they're normal people. So just Pearly Things and Andrew Tate, they're not very into the arcane, and they're not a lot into the arcane. So, you know, it's harder for these people, kind of. You know, they're it's not harder, but they're susceptible to make mistakes, especially when what they're doing, what Andrew and Pearly and me is doing is not easy. It's not easy because we're fighting an enemy that has more experience in manipulation than we have. We're fighting an enemy that has more influence than we have, more or less more influence. We're fighting an enemy that's huge. So we need the support of people. If we don't have the support of people, we ain't got nothing. We ain't got shit. It doesn't matter how strong you are, how powerful magician you are. If you don't have the support of the people, you ain't got shit. You know what I mean? Period. So I'm saying this right here on this channel. Go support Pearly. Go support Just Pearly Things. There's another thing I saw that support Roma. Support Andrew. Support Ross. I'm not gonna say Sneako. I'm not on that because Sneako got what he deserved. Let's talk about Sneako for 2 seconds. He got what he deserves. Like, I don't know why. Well, that's none of my business. Sneako's Andrew Tate's friend. I understand why. Well, I would assume that I understand why Andrew Tate considers Sneako a friend and stuff, because he's young. Andrew Tate wants to be the voice of the world, so he's not going to reject a young person. I would, because I don't like his face. You know, but that's just me. You know, I'm a harsh judge of character, like, so, and that's just me. That's just who I am, and there's reasons, very valid, very relevant and valid reasons for me to be like that. For the Sneako situation, I'm kind of like, I don't know. I saw an interview. He did an interview with H3 or some shit like that. I didn't like the interview. It was weird. He was being ambiguous on Grape. This is the part I hate with some of these content creators, with some of these supposed high value people, high value men. If you're high value men, then you're not ambiguous about grapes. I'm talking about R-A-P. Let's just say grape, because I want to get recommended. So you're not gonna be ambiguous about grape. It's either you condone it or you don't. Period. Now, personally, I think Sneako made a disservice when he went on H3's channel to have a conversation with the dude, and he was being all ambiguous about rape. So, you know, like, it ain't cool. It's not cool. It's a misrepresentation of what a man should be. A man is not supposed to grow up to become a rapist, a grapist. That's not what you're born here to be. That's not your job. It's not your spiritual job. It's not your actual job. Well, with some people, it is their actual job, but it's not supposed to be. So to me, the Sneako thing, I don't care. I don't care. Like, it's what's going on with him is fucked up, but he had it coming. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, I don't know. Maybe Sneako is a good dude in real life, you know, but being ambiguous about grape, that's just not funny. That's just not funny. He's doing it because he wants more it's content, and it creates a buzz. It's controversial, so people are gonna come around. Okay, I get it. You see it from a business standpoint, but not everybody sees this shit as a business standpoint. You see, the thing you need to understand: people that listen to us are not always the most strong-willed individual. And I don't mean that in a general sense. I'm just saying it just so happens that some of the people that do listen to the content that we create could end up being influenced by what we say. So we got to be careful. So if we're sitting there being ambiguous about grape, well, you're kind of creating more people that's going to be ambiguous about grape, which is not what a man should be, in my opinion, in my values. You know, a man has to be strong. A man needs to protect his wife, women, whatever. You know, they have to, you know, and not strong like physically, like bulk up and fucking lift 300 pounds. Not strong like you know, you're a rock. You're solid. You know, your personality is solid. Your ideas are, you know, facts. Like, they're cold hard facts. When you think of something in your head, it's cold hard facts, and you're gonna do it, and you're doing it. Period. That's what a man is. No more, no less. The man doesn't necessarily, for a man to be a man, he doesn't necessarily have to be a bajillionaire. Doesn't even have to be rich. It has nothing to do with that. Being rich is overkill. You know what I mean? Being rich is like overkill. You know what I mean? It's like double tapping. You know what I mean? It's like it just cements yourself, your you. I'm not gonna say manlyhood because I don't think money can cement manlyhood, but it does cement your presence. It does cement your everyday self, right? Because at the end of the day, money helps with a lot of things and surviving, you know. So that's why I don't include Sneako, because now I'm just naming girls, and that's, you know, and one dude. Sneako would have been named, but I don't nah. I'm not down with dude. I mean, he's getting torn to pieces, but he was kind of looking for it, man. Like like every action has an equal opposite reaction, like I always say. You know, so if you're gonna act like a clown, expect some clown shit to happen. You know, like you're gonna act like a clown, there's gonna be some clown shit that's gonna happen, man. So that's why I don't, you know, I'm not naming him. So now, just for the things getting attacked right, left, and center by highly regarded YouTube channels and lower tier YouTube channels. Quite incredible. It's quite crazy because she's getting attacked from low tier to high tier YouTube channels. So that's pretty fucking crazy. So yeah, man. You know, and Roma, yeah, I named him Roma. You know, I like Roma, but she also went at just burly things. She also went at just burly. I don't know why she went after Trilly. But then after, she kind of retracted what she said. So I guess something happened between the two. Apparently, but I listened to the video. So apparently something happened between the two. I'm not sure what happened because she doesn't really clarify what happened. And I'm guessing Pearly is not gonna say what happened. I don't know. I'm guessing here, but something happened, and now Roma is attacking Pearly. So Roma, look, she's standing. Roma is a woman that stands up for man's right. She's a man's right activist. That's fine. That's her shebang. You know, I don't like guys that much. So I don't I don't like dudes that I don't like anybody that much. So, you know, like I understand, but at the same time it's not my cup of tea. You know, you're not gonna see me. There's some dudes that do deserve men's right. There's some dudes that are going through shit. I have been going through the shit. I needed a men's right activist a couple years ago when I was going through some shit. You know, and her channel is good because it's true that people don't give a shit about dudes. No one cares about a man. When a man, it's like we're different. You know, it's like I said the other day in my video. It's like if we break up, the man is automatically in people's minds. If a couple breaks up, the woman is gonna be. This is the two images that pops into your mind. The woman is gonna go home, eat a bucket of ice cream, and watch romantic comedy movies until she passes out. And the dude is gonna go out partying. That's the image we get in our mind when we see two people break up. That's not reality. That's what other people put in our minds. But that's not true. That's not reality, man. In reality, dudes come home and they start crying too. And shit, nowadays, I think the roles are a little bit reversed. Because nowadays, you break up with a woman, the woman's gonna go out partying, you're gonna end up crying in the fucking, you know, crying and watching, you know, comedy movies until you pass out. You know, the roles changed a little bit. It did flip a little bit, man. And you know, if you listen to all these people, they'll tell you it's the contrary. You listen to these so-called high value men or high value men. There's some dudes that are a little bit. There's some high value men that don't like to feel vulnerable. And as a high value man, you're not supposed to be vulnerable. I don't mind being vulnerable. The reason why, I spent more than a half of my life not being vulnerable. And that did not help me because I was never vulnerable with anyone, friend or foe. So what does that do? When people can't relate to you, when people don't have a sense of connection with you, what happens? They don't hang around with you. They don't hang around with you, so you don't have a lot of friends. I don't have a lot of friends, and I'm fine with it. But I do realize that maybe I should have made a bigger effort to have a couple friends. You know, I should have put in a little bit more effort. You know what I mean? So today, I don't really mind being vulnerable. Some people, it puts them in an uncomfortable place. There's some people that will make fun of you for being vulnerable, but that's their problem, you know. And I'm not saying being vulnerable doesn't mean you have to act like a bitch, you know, because at the end of the day, if you disrespect me, we gonna fight. You know, like if you like, I don't care, you know, you might win, don't matter. The point is, if you say some shit about me, you're gonna get wailed on. That is for sure, you know. So that's so being vulnerable is really my business. Being vulnerable, and it's not just my business, I owe it to the world to be a little bit vulnerable, because if I was never vulnerable, people don't even like like I have told people everything about myself on this channel, and people still hate me. So vulnerable, you know what I mean? Like, you know, if you're a supervillain, you're Lucifer, you're a supervillain, you're not supposed to be vulnerable and stuff like that. Yeah, but look, it doesn't matter at the end of the day, because look, I didn't change. At the end of the day, I'm still the same person, but nobody likes it. You know what I mean? Even though I'm open, even though I'm telling you who I am, I'm telling you what my troubles are, I'm telling you what I think about, you know, to a penny for your thought. I'm giving you my thought, give me a penny, you know what I mean? So it is what it is, you know. So being vulnerable is not very recommended, very highly recommended. I wouldn't recommend it. I'm only doing it because of how I live my life. So, you know, obviously that's the thing I have to work on. Not everybody has to work on that. So anyways, as I was saying, man, so the dude, you know, so that's the problem. Yeah, so basically that's the problem. That's what I'm saying. The problem was how men perceive themselves, and you know, in certain narratives that seem to be masculine, but is actually hiding something else. You know, like Sneeko going on H3 being ambiguous about grape has nothing to do with masculinity. It has something to do with some form of bullshit. It has something to do with a business aspect of how he does things. That's what it is. It's a business aspect. But for other people, they're gonna take that shit to heart, and they're gonna think that's how they have to act when it's not. It's like I just made a video. I'm pretty sure 90% of the people that's gonna listen to my video are not gonna understand what I'm trying to say. And it's on purpose. That video is really cryptic. Like, it sounds like I'm being straightforward, but there's an underlying tone there that I don't want to talk about. I don't want to spoil the surprise. I don't trust people enough to talk about something like that on the internet. So not on the internet. I don't trust people. I don't trust people in real life. I don't trust dudes. I don't trust women. At the end of the day, I don't trust anyone. It doesn't have anything to do with your sex, your color. I just don't trust people because I've seen people love to screw people around. So I don't trust people. But as a teacher, that's none of your business. You understand how life works. You understand how life works better than everybody else does. So it would be a great disservice if you took all of the negative emotions, all of the negative situations that happened in the past, and let it affect how you teach. Because if you let it affect how you teach and what you say to people, you're not going to teach them the right way, and you're damn near not going to be a teacher no more. You know what I mean? Regardless, Roma, I would appreciate if Roma was more on our side, because you're already a men's right activist. I would appreciate. Basically, I just said all that because she's showing a vulnerable side of herself too. Being a men's right activist on YouTube, that's a vulnerable side of yourself that you're showing, because people will have issues with that, obviously, and she has had issues with that. She did catch some flack. There's some people that do say mean things to her because she's a man rights activist. Da. I think she should join our team. I think she should join Team Tate. She should join Team Lucifer. Pardon me. If we make a team, it's gonna be Team Lucifer, not Team Tate. Not Titty. It's gonna be TL, not Titty. Even though Titty might be kind of a good play on words, but whatever. Team Lucifer. All right. Okay. So, so I would like Roma to be on Team Lucifer. I would like just Purton Tanks to be on Team Lucifer. I would like Andrew Tate to be on Team Lucifer, and I would like other people that think like these people to be on Team Lucifer, because these people are logical people. These people are people that take time to breed before saying something. And that, me, I respect that shit. Somebody that takes time, takes 5 seconds to think about the shit that they're gonna say is a big, major respect to me, man. Because people, like, the reason why it's such a big thing for me is because I walk around, right? I walk around. I've seen thousands of people. I've been to many places. Most of the time, people say stuff without thinking. So you'd be surprised. Maybe you feel like it's a commodity, like it's something that you do. It's mundane to you because you do that all the time. But in actuality, man, you'd be surprised how much people say stupid shit without thinking. So to me, when I meet people like that, when I see people like that, I'm like, yo, that's a jewel. That's a treasure that we should keep it and coveted and keep it safe somewhere before it gets destroyed or stolen by another country or some shit like that. You know. So it is true, because these people are not gonna lead us to a downfall. These people are not gonna lead us to a downfall. They're not gonna lead us to apocalypse. You know, they're not gonna lead us to dying. You know, they're not gonna lead us to bizarre shit. You know, they're gonna lead us to logical, common sense, factual event, situation, or subjects. Period. And when you can do that, when you can progress forward, when you can have a good conversation, have facts, a good conversation, have common sense, be logical, you can then find solutions to people's problems. But if we keep coming up with solutions to the problem and everybody keeps attacking us, it don't make no sense no more. That's where it all falls down. Because at the end of the day, everybody right now, they're all following people that's gonna make us end up in the apocalypse. That's gonna make us end up in Mad Max, the movie, you know, Mel Gibson version and Tom Hardy version. you know what I mean? They're gonna make us go in some fucking some buffoonery. That's where these people are leading us. And most people, even though they know that they're going towards buffoonery, they are accepting the buffoonery and they are creating more buffoonery. And it's even as if they invest money in the buffoonery so that there is more buffoonery. And people know that they're going towards buffoonery. They're very aware. You know, it's not like they don't know. They can see, they have eyes. They have eyes, they have ears. So they hear the buffoonery. They see the buffoonery. They just choose to push forward the buffoonery. So if you don't want to end up in the apocalypse era, if you don't want to end up in Mad Max era, if you don't want to end up in Fallout 76 era, if you don't want to fall out in Dark Souls 3 era, you know, listen to people that make sense. So stop attacking us, stop attacking me, first things first, right off the bat. You know what I mean? Stop attacking me. Stop attacking Andrew Tate. Don't stop attacking Roma. Stop attacking just pearly things. You know, I don't know. There's probably some black folks in there that I didn't name, that I should have named, but I didn't name because I don't remember. Because let's face it, most black people on the internet, what they mostly talk about is people getting shot, people getting stabbed. When's the next Gucci Mane album? I'm fucking with you. No, there's a bunch of black content creators, but I don't trust the black content creators on YouTube, man. It feels like it's a cabal. It feels like it's the black boule up in this bitch. Because they all have the same content, they all dress the same, they all look the same, they all have the same size, they all have the same face, they all think the same way. Bro, that shit is sus. It's fucking suspicious, bro. So I don't really, like, I listen to them, but I don't have one guy in my head, right, that I can, like, boom, that guy, you know? Because they copy they copy people's content. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm not saying black people. It's not black people that copy people. It's not a race thing. It's a YouTube thing. You know, there's a YouTube gang. So, you know, the YouTube black gang are kind of sus. I don't know what they're doing. I don't understand where they're going, you know, and it's none of my business and I don't care either. But at this, you know, at the end of the day, you know, for a black content creator that consider himself a spiritualist, that consider himself somebody serious, there are very few. And if you notice, they bounce off of each other. And in my experience with black content creator, it was pretty bad. Enoch 77, the Freestyle King. That was a bad experience. This nigga sitting there just taking my content, taking drugs on live, stealing my content, all kinds of shit. It was a bad experience. You know, Dolo, I'm sorry, I don't mean to throw you to the bus. I ain't got no beef with you no more. But that was a bad experience, obviously, you know, without saying. So, like I said, I don't think it's a black thing as a whole. I think it's just the YouTube black thing is a thing. I might sound racist because it's funny. It's funny because I just saw a video of a guy saying, well, Just Pearly Thing doesn't have black supporters. I support Just Pearly Things. I support Just Pearly Things. You know? And this guy said it in his video. Like, this guy blatantly said, you do not have, he said to Just Pearly Things that she does not have the power or the influence like the YouTube community does. So you see, it's not a black thing. Even though this person was calling out Just Pearly Things for saying racial stuff, whatever. But even this guy, it's not a black thing. It's not the black community on YouTube that's gonna end Just Pearly Things channel or cancel whatever they're trying to do. It's the YouTube community as a whole. So even he doesn't see himself as a black content creator. He sees himself as a YouTube content creator. And there's a very big difference between the two, if you catch my drift. Why am I so fucking heated any fucking ways? I don't know. Because she's cute. I'm kidding. Maybe it is. I don't know. It could be. But I am heated because it's the truth that's being attacked. That's why I'm getting heated. Because they just send us to jail. They just send the two biggest leaders of the spiritual community to jail. Me and Andrew Tate. That's a big no-no. That's a big, huge no-no. That was a huge mistake. Huge mistake. And like I always say, every action has an equal and opposite reaction. So anyways, Should I end this video right here? No, let's keep going, man. I haven't seen you guys in a bajillion years. I know y'all miss me. Y'all miss my content. Y'all want to see more because I'm interesting. I know I'm an interesting person. You know, you don't even know the half of it. I'm an interesting person. You don't even know the half of it. Why are you being a dick so much, right? I have to. I have to. Look, listen, there's a bunch of people, listen, all you intellectuals and all you book writers and all you intellectuals that listen to my channel, listen, I'm being a jerk on purpose. And you want to know why? I'm explaining it to you right now. Because at the end of the day, nobody is going to tell you how fucking dope I am. Who's going to tell you? No one. And I am I'm golden. I'm solid. I'm 24 karat gold. You know what I mean? I'm 24 karat gold and nobody gives a fuck. So that's why I'm acting like a jerk. And I'm going to keep acting like a jerk because I'm not normal. I'm not normal. So I can't act normal. And if I act normal, then bullshit is gonna happen. And that's a very spiritual thing. I don't know if you guys noticed, but back in the days I wasn't like this. I wasn't it's not that I wasn't confident, but I didn't talk like that. And I never used to talk like that. I don't talk like that today. You know, I'm getting used to it, you know. And I've noticed because the laws of attraction is a devious thing. It's a mischievous and devious thing because you're basically telling me if I keep telling myself that I'm not great, then I'm not going to be great. And if I tell myself that I'm great, then I'm going to be great. That's not what I was taught in school. In school, they told you to be humble, be a good person, be thoughtful, be sensitive. That's what was told to me in school. They didn't tell me if you keep seeing yourself like a small person, you're gonna stay a small person. I didn't know that. Nobody told me that. You know, and nobody told me that. I don't know. And if somebody told me, I didn't understand it that way. I understood it another way. You know, I understood it at a face value. I understood it at face value. You know, I didn't understand the underlying meaning and how potent and powerful that notion is, you know. So that's why I'm being a jerk. So I'm asking you to please forgive me. Take it with a grain of salt. And if it makes you feel uncomfortable, well, tell yourself this. Most of the time, I'm a spiritual teacher. And that's first off the bat. Right off the bat. First things first. As a spiritual teacher, you have to understand, if I say something, that it's relevant to you too. Like, whatever I am, so are you. So, whatever I say is something that you are saying. You know what I mean? I know, it's kind of weird. You need experience. Don't worry, you'll get it later. Some people already get it. The others, don't worry about it. You're probably too young, or you just need a little bit more experience. It's gonna happen in 2-3 weeks. Don't worry about it. You're gonna understand. And if you don't, and if you really want to understand, just ask the universe. The universe will explain to you everything that I just said. Facts. So yeah, man. So yeah, it's messed up. It's fucked up. I don't know, man. I feel like Kevin Samuel dead. Andrew Tate got interfered with. Pearly. So basically, we're losing this. It looks like we're losing. It looks like we're losing because now Andrew Tate, Just Pretty Things doesn't have Andrew Tate's support. I mean, of course, we got each other's back, of course, but Andrew Tate needs to take a break after what just happened. What he's doing is the right thing to do. What he's doing is the smart thing to do. That's exactly what he needs to do. So the break he's taking right now, it's normal. And not only that, he needs to take that break. You know why? Because people need to recognize him. People need to recognize who he is. Because you can't, like, it's not like nothing happened. You know, it's the same thing for me. People need to recognize who I am. You know, we can't just keep making videos, fighting and blah, 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 and don't get recognition. We need support. We need support. We need support. Hold up. Did I say we need support? Let me say it one more time in case nobody heard it. We need support. Bro. So, you know, so what he's doing is the right thing to do. Don't over extenuate yourself for ungrateful children. Because that's what most humans are. Ungrateful little children. Ungrateful little shits. So it's not because he took a hard hit and he's a sensitive man and he needs to know. Nigga, recognize me, bro. I'm fucking king, nigga. I'm the one that was crucified. You sitting there talking about Jesus this and Jesus that and God this and God that. Nigga, I got crucified. Not you. Me. So people need to understand that. And Andrew Tate got crucified. He knows he got crucified. He knows what happened. He's very aware of what happened. The reason, the proof that he's aware of what happened is he's not making any videos. Because he's waiting for you guys to be like Joker in Batman, the slow clap. That's what we're waiting on. The support. Now, Just Pearly Things is having, now there's a repercussion. Now there's a repercussion of him going to jail. Just Pearly Thing losing some influence. Because right now they're going after her because she was on Tate's side. That's the only reason why they're doing this. Oh, they're saying it's because of the things she said. No, they're going after her, man. She's next. Just like Sneeko, whatever. Like I care. They can send that nigga to jail. I don't give a fuck. Fuck Sneeko, man. You don't fucking care. Okay, he said one nice thing on Fresh and Fit the other day. I ain't gonna lie. It was a nice thing that he said, and I agree with it. I didn't watch the whole thing. I just saw the part where they were talking about some guy posted some weird shit about what a high value man should be, and it didn't make no damn sense, and he actually said that shit didn't make no damn sense. I'm gonna give you that. But apart from that, I don't care. And because there's two types of revolutionaries in the world. There's the revolutionary that does it because he feels like it's the right thing to do. Because he feels like it's a calling. Like something is calling him to this cause and he needs to get involved. You know what? There's three types. I'm about to say some bullshit. There's three types. I'm not the first type. The type I just said, I'm not that one. I'm the second type. The second type is sometimes you're born with a certain talent, or you're born with a certain talent or a certain genius, and you just understand things. So you live in this world, and you just look at people doing stupid shit and being just blatant fucking retards, and you fucking see it and you understand it. So you feel like it's not because it's the right thing to do. It's just y'all are being retards right now. So let me just tell you that you're being a retard. I'm that guy. Yeah, you know, like, I'm the second type. And then there's the third type. The third type is they're just doing it for clout. You know, like the Julian Assange and whatnots. You know, this is clout chasing. Sneako's a clout chase. Andrew Tate did it for a good reason. Well, Andrew Tate could be the first or the second. I'm not sure. I don't know the man. I feel like he's the second. No, he's the first. He's the first, but he acts like the second one. But he's actually the first. But he acts like the second one. Me, I act like the first one, but I'm actually the second one. I don't know if I act like the... Well, whatever. So like I said, for you not to be confused, the first one does it out of the goodness of his heart. The second one does it by pure common sense. The third one does it because he can get some notoriety and some influence out of it. He can get something out of it, you know. I don't do it because I get something out of it. I don't think you can get anything out of being a revolutionary. I think being a revolutionary nowadays is a stupid fucking idea. Nah, you know what? Being a revolutionary is great. It's not that's the bad part. It's when you cross over to martyrism. When you cross over to martyrism, that's when that's when you need to quit. That's when you need to quit it. That's when you need to stop. Cease and desist. You know what I mean? Cease and desist all activity. You know. But nah, being a revolutionary is fine. You know. So like I said, man, we need support. We need support. I don't know how long I'm gonna keep making these videos. I'm tired of YouTube. I fucking hate it. I'm shadow banned anyways. I'm more than I'm dude. Like I don't even know if there's a name for the kind of banning that's on my channel, bro. Cause like me, I'm super ultra banned, you know, like super ultra cancel banned. That's what my channel is, bro. They're trying to cancel Pearly. They're trying to, well, they can't cancel Andrew Tate anymore. That shit ain't gonna work. But everything is gonna be all right. Everything is gonna be fine. It just looks like we're losing, but we're not really losing. Because the thing, at the end of the day, don't, as much as humans are the stupidest creature on this planet, don't underestimate them either. You know, they have a knack for, how do you say, improvisation. Improvisation. They have a knack for improv. They have a knack for improv. They have a knack for getting over hurdles by any means necessary. And what I mean by that is the seed is already planted. The only thing we need to do is water it. So we need to keep banging people's minds with our content. We need to keep banging. Because that flower that we planted, that plant, flower, whatever, because you might feel that some people are not very secure with their sexuality, so maybe saying the word flower might be too much. I'm being an asshole. I'm sorry, man. Okay, but yo, that plant that we inseminated in people's head is growing, regardless of whoever or whatever's going on. They might not get it today. They might not get it tomorrow, but they're gonna get it. And I'm not even being honest. They're gonna get it as soon as you say it. They're gonna get it. That's the thing about humans, man. They are the dumbest creatures in the universe, but by golly, do they learn fast. They learn hella fast. If you say it, then nigga, okay. Here's some leadership 101. Leadership 101. Leadership X Spirituality Volume 1. If you are a leader and you believe that this world is based on there is some form of spiritual aspect involved in this world, and you are a leader, then I'm going to give you a quote, and you need to keep that shit in your head, and you need to make it primary in your head. That needs to be the number one thing you think about when you wake up every dang day. When you are a leader and you say something, don't ask yourself if people understood what you said. Don't be worried about what people are gonna do and what blah 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 blah. If you are a leader, ex-spiritualist, ex-spiritual, not spiritualist, leader, ex-spiritual. When you say something, it is understood. When you say something, it is understood. So let's practice a little bit of magic right now. Let's do a little bit of magic right now. I know you guys love thought forms, and thought forms are great. I have a whole website with thought forms in it, explaining thought forms and how you can create thought forms and how you can access thought forms that you did not think was possible to access. So this ain't a diss. I'm not hating on thought form magicians. So let's practice a little bit of magic. So for you uninitiated, you can create an entity by forming an entity in your mind. When you form that entity, when you say this entity is like this entity is like that, and this is the entity's name, if you meditate upon it and you speak to it and you make it, you ritualize it, and you whatever, you do that every day, that idea will become reality. Whatever it is, whether you want to become rich, have a girlfriend, blah blah blah, it doesn't matter what it is. It's going to become reality. Now, when you're a leader, when you got some extra juice, when you got some talent, when you got some ability, when you're a leader, this is a leadership thought form that should always be in your mind. It should become a thought form. It becomes a thought form. But before it becomes a thought form, you have to believe in it. So when I say that when you say something, it is understood, maybe it's the first time you ever hear this, but starting now, starting right effing now, this is reality. It don't matter if you never seen that happen in your life. It doesn't matter if you never seen that happen in somebody else's. It don't matter. It don't matter at all. Keep into your head that when you say something, it is understood, and repeat that to yourself on a consistent basis. And you will see that when you say something, it's understood. Yeah. So anyways, please subscribe to my channel, man. Remember that you're listening to Lucifer here, man, aka the realest nigga alive, aka I ain't got nothing else better to do, aka I wish I was on another planet, aka I hate everyone, aka I don't know what to do today, aka I'm gonna stop the video right now and I'm gonna shut the hell up and I'm gonna say have a good one. Peace out. Subscribe to my channel.